Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, double honors to the Apostle GMS. This is Noah Allah coming at you with a video. And in this video, I'm going to focus on the book of Philippians 4 and 12. Let's get right to it. Philippians 4 and 12. I both know how to be abased and I know how to abound. That is the Apostle Paul speaking. Let's see what the word abased means.
Strong's G 5013. Tapainao. Tapainao.
Tapainao. That's the word abased means. To make low, to bring low. Metaphorically, to bring into a humble condition, reduced to meaner circumstances. So he knows how to be abased. He knows how to be brought low. Alright? He says, and I know how to abound. What does the word abound mean?
Strong's G 4052. Perisuo. Perisuo.
Perisuo. So let's see what that means. To exceed a fixed number of measure. To be left over and above a certain number of measure. So the Apostle Paul knows how to do both. He knows how to have little and he knows how to have a lot. And look at the word abased, meaning abound. It says a thing which comes in abundance or overflows unto one. Something falls to the lot of one in large measure. To excel more than to exceed. Remember, he was a Pharisee of Pharisees. He was very zealous of the law. Oh, we have to go back? That's it. Said abounding is used of a flower going from a bud to a full bloom. Okay, that's good. A flower is more beautiful than a bud, isn't it? It's more glorified than a bud, right? And a base, you go back to the word base. It also means to bring low. To be ranked below others who are honored and rewarded. Remember, he said he's the least of the apostles. So he was a Pharisee of Pharisees, but he also said he was the least of the apostles. So he knows how to be high up, but he knows how to be down low too. Low as well. But also, he knows how to abound in regards to the great work that he did. But he knows how to be abased in regards to all the tribulation he caught for the great work that he did through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah. In regards to, all the letters he wrote to the churches and all of the acts that the Apostle Paul did. I both know how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. So he knows how to have a little and he knows how to have a lot. Because remember, the Apostle Paul was a tent maker. He worked to take care of himself. But at the same time, he did say, if we give you our spiritual thing, we're supposed to reap your carnal thing. Meaning, y'all supposed to sustain them. So they were supposed to sustain the Apostle Paul for teaching them the word. So he was supposed to live off the work. Just like you're not supposed to muzzle an ox, you're not supposed to put a muzzle on the ox. When the ox is treading the field, the ox should be able to eat off of his labor. So when it's treading the field, the ox should also be able to eat of what it is the field produced while it's working. Alright? I can do all things through Yahweh Shah which strengthens me. So he could do all things in Yahweh Shah which strengthen him. So as long as you got the spirit of Yahweh Shah within you, working with you, there's really nothing you can't do. Right? 2 Corinthians 12 and 10. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities. So you take pleasure in that. The infirmities he dealt with, the reproaches, a lot of the confrontation he had to deal with in teaching, people wanting to kill him, and necessities, needing different things to survive, whether it's food, shelter, whatever it may be, clothing, and persecutions, being arrested, and distresses for Yahweh Shah's sake. Remember, he was also shipwrecked, and it was all for the sake of Yahweh Shah, because this was all due to him doing the work of the Lord. All right. For when I am weak, then am I strong. So in those situations, he was weak, but at the same time, he was strong in the spirit, because he had the faith that Yahweh Shem Shai will deliver him out of all his tribulations. So when you're in that state of weakness, that's when you're strong, because that's when you depend on Yahweh Shem Shai for strength. And you realize that your strength is not your own, but the only strength you have is what's given to you by Yahweh Shem Shai. So we always got to depend on them, and not on our own selves. 1 Corinthians 6:17, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded. So the people in this world that are rich, it says charge them. Look at that word, charge.
Strong's G 3853, parangelo.
Parangelo, which means to transmit, to command or to charge. So order those or charge those that are rich in this world, that have the riches of this world, whether it's land, money, whatever it may be, that they be not high-minded. Don't get built up in pride. Don't highly exalt yourself. Nor trust in uncertain riches, because that can happen. People can get caught up in material things. But we're not supposed to trust in that. Okay? Nor trust in uncertain riches. So we're not supposed to trust in uncertain riches. The riches that we have are not certain. You can have them one minute and they could be gone the next. So that's something you always got to take into account. And in this world, when people have material things, it can go to their head. Even in the brotherhood, people in the faith, because we still in the flesh. Nor trust in uncertain. So you're susceptible to temptation. We're all susceptible to temptation. Nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. We got to trust in the Most High. He give us all things richly to enjoy. That's who we got to trust in. Okay? Spiritual things are always going to be greater than material things, because material things are temporary. All right? Proverbs 30, verse 8 and 9. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Real fast, we're going to go vanity. Excessive belief in one's own abilities. See? Emptiness, futility. Remove far from me, and because that's emptiness. Trusting in your own abilities, that's emptiness. That's worth nothing. That's of no value. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Don't give me too much. Don't give me too little. Give me what's convenient for me, what I need. Lest I be full and deny thee. Because if you have a lot, a person may deny the Lord, because they got all of these riches, and say, who is the Lord? So they won't take into account Yahweh Shem Shai. They'll trust in uncertain riches. They'll trust in things of the world, material things. Or lest I be poor and still, and take the name of my power in vain. So then they'll take the name of the Most High in vain, as if it's nothing, emptiness, as if it has no value. Because if you have too little, then that will do what? That could cause a person to question their faith. So we always got to pray to Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what I mean? So that we trust in things that's necessary for our salvation. Last scripture, Luke 12:15. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth. So we got to take heed of covetousness. Covetousness is to desire that which is not yours. Desire something you shouldn't. For a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of things which he possesses. So our life don't consist in the multitude of things that we have, man. It's not about that. Your car, your clothes.
Strong's G 4124, pleonaxia.
Pleonaxia. Greedy desire to have more. Covetousness, avarice. So you gotta take heed, be aware of that. Be aware of covetousness, because it can happen. That's what Yahweh Shai said. For a man's life consists not in the abundance of things he possesses. Remember that man who had great riches? And Yahweh Shai said, sell all you have and give to the poor and follow me. The man walked off sad. Why? Because he had great riches. He didn't want to part with it, because those riches that he had such great value to him. They had such great value to him, he didn't want to part with it. And guess what? Things like that, we're all susceptible to dealing with now. You had guys that had issues with this because of their job, or I can't come out because I got a nice job, a job paying me some good money, I don't want to just leave. You got guys that's been in this thing that fell out because of that. You got to take these things into account. We all do. So don't worry about material things, man. These things are all temporary. Ultimately, what we're waiting for is the kingdom of heaven, which is eternal. This world that we know it, America, is going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction. And we're going to receive the kingdom, but it's going to be everlasting. So with that, I'm going to close. I'm saying, oh, praise Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, double honor to the apostle GMS. I hope you better learn something. Shalom.